Hello and welcome back to Brewer's Bastion, your weekly stop for homebrew creatures designed to soothe, stun, or stymie your players. This week's monster leans into the softer side of your encounters, giving you a chance to let your players immerse themselves in a world with fantastical creatures that don't always have to be fought. Dangerous when faced by aggressors, but capable of compassion and kindness, this creature truly reflects what your players give it. So, without further ado, let's jump in and see what that reflection has in store for your party. Bruised, battered, and on the brink of starvation, your party slogs through the wilderness, hopelessly lost after the horrors that you have faced in recent combats. Night is coming on, and you are unsure where to go to find the rest, supplies, and shelter that you so desperately need. Then, as if in response to your desperation, you catch a small twinkle of light reflected in a tiny pool of water ahead of you. It seems inviting, enticing, almost as if it wants you to follow. You are wary at first, but at this point you have nothing left to lose, so you choose to follow and allow the light to guide you. A twinkle here, a sparkle there, and eventually you find yourself emerging from the dense forest into a small village, safe at last. As you turn to try to find your benefactor, you see a shining lynx standing on the surface of a reflective pond nearby. It gives a soft mew, nodding towards the town, and then its form shimmers and it disappears into the pond, its reflection moving away on its own. You have just been rescued by a mirror lynx. Mirror lynxes make their homes in places where the natural world already toys with reflection. Still lakes, obsidian walls, even veins of quartz running through a cavern become their hunting grounds. These reflective surfaces aren't just scenery, they're the lynx's greatest weapon. With a single step, the mirror lynx can vanish into glass, water, or polished stone and reappear somewhere else nearby. Their eyes, silver bright and unsettlingly perceptive, don't just reflect light. Many who lock eyes with a lynx insist that the creature peered straight into their soul, weighing their intent. But unlike many monsters, the mirror lynx isn't always cast as a villain in story or song. In fact, folklore often paints them as guardians of the wild, spirits of balance, choosing carefully who they reveal themselves to. The lynxes seem to have a particular affinity for children. Stories tell of lost children being led to safety by a glowing eyed lynx, the creature vanishing back into the water once the child is safe. Adults, however, face a different trial. The lynxes are suspicious and can readily sense arrogance, greed, or cruelty. A woodsman who disrespects the wild may find a lynx pouncing out of the reflective surface of his axe to seek retribution. A poacher seeking a lynx's hide may vanish, having unwittingly followed the creature into a mirrored realm. To the mirror lynx, kindness may be rewarded, but cruelty is never forgotten. Despite their mystical nature, many hunters still covet these creatures. A mirror lynx's pelt is a prize fit for nobles, shimmering fur that seems to catch glimmers of light even in the darkest night. Even more valuable, however, are the lynx's eyes. With the right enchantments, these crystalline orbs keep their soul-peering abilities, making them incredibly valuable to diviners, mystics, and unscrupulous fortune-tellers. Of course, to claim such a prize, one must first catch the lynx, a task far easier said than done. At the table, mirror lynxes make for fantastic mid-tier threats, sitting around CR6. Their most unique ability is Reflective Step, letting them leap between mirrors, pools, or polished metal surfaces, including your party's weapons. This opens up highly creative battlefields. Imagine a cavern lined with crystal, or a village dotted with polished shields and windows, where the lynx could appear and vanish in rapid succession. They also come with the Copycat ability, which allows them to cast Mirror Image as a bonus action, recharging on a 5 or 6. And with the ability Reflections of Intent, they are able to read the intentions of their enemies, allowing the lynx to easily dodge any foreseen aggression. Combined with their speed, claws, and dazzling gaze, they're slippery opponents that force players to think creatively. For a softer encounter, perhaps in the form of a side quest, you've also got the Mirror Lynx Kittens, At CR1, these playful creatures dart between reflections, create minor illusions, and delight in confusing pursuers. They're far less deadly, but their role as mysterious companions, especially for children, can add a whimsical or unsettling tone, depending on how you run them. If you're running a Mirror Lynx, lean into terrain and reflections. Put mirrors in a noble's hall, place ice sheets over a frozen lake, or scatter pools of water in a cavern. The Lynx should feel untouchable, always one step ahead. Encourage players to interact with the environment, shattering glass, muddying water, or turning shields aside. For storytelling, mirror lynxes can serve as neutral forces of judgment. A child may recommend that heroic adventurers follow the shiny-eyed cat through the woods to reach a secret glen or mystical fountain, while an arrogant villain may demand that the party procure him a mirror lynx pelt in exchange for fabulous riches. They can be mysterious natural forces, stoic guardians, or terrifying opponents, depending on how the party approaches them. The Mirror Lynx embodies duality, kindness and cruelty, reflection and reality. Whether your players encounter one as a guide, a test, or a deadly foe, it's sure to leave an impression, and the shape of the encounter will often show your players whether they themselves are truly good or evil. So, whether you're looking for a unique combat encounter with a wily opponent, a thrilling mystical journey with a fantastic guide, or even a distinctive new option for your druid's wild shape, the Mirror Lynx is the perfect fit. Let me know in the comments how you'd use these elusive predators in your world. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my weekly monsters. For full stat blocks of the Mirror Lynx and all of my other monsters, join my Patreon. That's all for today. Until next time, may your wit be as sharp as your sword.